I couldn't film this because cameraman helped me bring this in, but this is gonna go in here for now. I still need to archive this. Wow, there's a real cedar scent coming from this. Archive this as in properly document it, put it in acid-free paper, but I've now moved out of the Tudor room because we have a guest staying in the Tudor room and into the West room, which nobody sleeps in here because there's no there's no ensuite bathroom. But what I need to do is tidy all this up, which I'm going to do. I've just printed off all of my photos that will go with the right measurements, that will go on the end of each textile box. So that is my plan at some point in the next 24 hours. Many of you saw me discover this incredible dress that I had no idea the provenance, all of that, and it was from the label. Here, everybody, is the Alberta dress. The silk has shattered quite a bit. The lace is extraordinary, and I think after working with it for a bit, the lace goes on the back, which has been quite altered, but it is stunning. I'm gonna go look at that lace, but I'm pretty sure it goes to the back, and you'll see why in a second. Unbelievable. Absolutely stunning. Now, the reason that I believe that this is Alberta's dress is because there's a label, which I'm about to show you, which it says Christine Limited. And most likely it was Madame Christine, because we've got the address. We have 20 George Street, Hanover Square, and then a W. And the use of just W instead of W1, for example, which is the postcode here, Hanover Square, dates to a label that would have been done before 1917 when London postal districts were then subdivided. It's incredible. And also the pale blue cursive and satin woven label, which I'm about to show you, is consistent with early 20th century couture house labels. Unbelievable. So I'm going to turn it over. But I think it's around 1912 to 1915. Yeah, it sits right at the kind of moment where couture evening dresses were still long and romantic. Yeah, oh my gosh. But now what am I going to do? I've got to get it fixed. Or, well, when I say fixed, it needs, I hate to use the word fix, it needs to have some repair and some conservation. At the back of the dress now. It's just stunning. So this stays open here, but it has, you see that? These little hooks hook on to those hooks. That brings that over. You've got that there, and then this shows off here. Now, at first I thought that the lace was the sleeves, but it's not. It goes to the back. I mean, it is unbelievably beautiful lace, but it's just unfortunately very damaged. Here is, again, the attachment to the built-in corset there. That goes around to there. And this is where I was talking about the label. So I'm just going to open it up very, very carefully. Here we go. So you've got there Christine Limited, and that is the typography and really the woven like label style. And again, it's on the satin woven label, and it's consistent with early 20th century couture house labels, and consistent with 1910s. And again, going back to just really the 20 George Street, Hanover Square W that you just saw there dates the label to before 1917. So exciting. 20 George Street, Hanover Square W, which means that it's pre-1917 and absolutely an Alberta dress. And as I explained to you beforehand, this lace, so it hooks here. You can see the hooks are all still there. So it's like it's a sewn in, if you like, corset. And this lace, I think a lot of the lace, it attaches around to the back. So I know that, that once I've worked it out, it's quite complicated. So you can see that they've put a corset in here. So sewn in a corset, lots of adaptation here and stitching here, but the corset is hooked here. You can see this silk has been shattering, but that was the color underneath, and then the lace would come out in front. It took me a while to unpick it. Honestly, this was so crumpled up and squished into one of the chests that I had no idea where the sleeves were until I found these. So it's a really beautiful dress. You've got tulle sleeveless dress, lovely lace that goes around here. And my plan is to get this repaired. That's a whole other project, but isn't it? I mean, it is beautiful. It would have been beautiful. Anyway, I will put it in a textile box tomorrow. That is my plan. For the time being, we shall cover it and put one of these moth things on top of it, which Royal School of Needlework told me about. You guys, I have got something wild for you. Literally, okay? You guys, this is the only deodorant that's actually worked for me. And it is beautiful, it is refillable, and it's really good for the planet. So just look at this. You know that I care deeply about what I put on my skin. I've been trying to reduce plastic here at the Manor, and that's why I switched to Wild. It's a refillable deodorant that's aluminum free, paraben free, and packed with nourishing ingredients like shea butter and coconut oil. And it's gentle, it's cruelty free, and it gives me, ding, 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 24-hour protection. I first saw Wild on Instagram, and now I am totally hooked. Let me just show you like how easy it is to refill. And each refill saves, get this, 30 grams of plastic. And the cases, well, they're totally reusable and customizable. You can even get your name on one of the cases as well. And I love their flexible subscription. So refills arrive right on your door. You can pause or cancel anytime or change your scent. They have so many scents. And by the way, did I mention that they plant a tree with every purchase? So I've partnered with Wild to give you an exclusive early, that's right, early Black Friday discount. So just use my code Mapperton to get 25% off, but hurry because it's only valid until the end of the month. So go to the link in the description now, or you can scan the QR code because this is the freshest switch you'll ever make, you guys.
We are back at Holeacre Wood, which of course is where we have this extraordinary beaver enclosure, which of course has no beavers in it at the moment because they escaped and they haven't been heard of since. But we are here to try and do something about that because we can get beavers back, but there are certain things that we've got to do to this enclosure in order to make sure that the beavers don't escape again. And we've got a few implements here to help with the job. But first of all, I want to introduce Rob and Izzy, who have joined the Mapperton Wildlands volunteering team and are very valued members of our Mapperton community. So thank you both. Now, we've had a list of things, Claire, that we've needed to do in the enclosure, many of which have been done. What are some of the things that have been done so far?
So we've obviously had to clear more fallen trees off the fence.
Yeah.
But more importantly, we had a specification to start off with when we first applied for our licence. But obviously since then we've had a couple of escapes. So Natural England came back to us with an even longer list, and I think he came down here before and we'd already put some gates down by the lower grill there.
Yeah, so this has all been completely reinforced. This is where the beavers have escaped from. Yeah. And the reason they've escaped in the past is because torrential water coming down when we have a storm event brings logs and big stones, and it's broken through the grill at the bottom there. But now we think that won't happen because of all the reinforcements. I mean, that looks pretty fortified.
Yeah.
So we've done a lot of the things that we need to do, but there is one big thing left that we still need to do. And for that, we're going to walk this way and go have a look. We have walked down, and I'm now standing in the centre of the beaver pond. You're right there.
I was just about to say that. She nearly went down there. Could have been funny.
I was just saying how good it was.
Well, don't walk over there because I just almost went into that. The only thing is, it is no longer a beaver pond. And those of you who've been watching Mapperton Live for a while will know why. The reason is that along this side here is where the beavers had built a dam system. But on one storm, we had so much water filling up the pond that the pressure of it caused the whole dam to burst, and the whole pond went down into the river system. And that is a problem. And the reason it's a problem is because in order to get beavers back here, we have to create another pond. And so the challenge for us is how we're going to do that. And there are two parts to creating a pond. One is make sure you've got water coming in, and the other is make sure it's not all going out. Right. And both of those things are an issue at the moment. We've got leaks with the water heading round and through down there, and we haven't got enough water coming in at the top. Right. So our job is, first of all, to think about what we can do to build this up and where the leaks are, and secondly to reopen the channel so that water comes in. And the good news is it's going to pour with rain tomorrow and the next day. I thought this was where we put in a whole load of sandbags, and I think we did, and look, they've just disintegrated.
Yeah, it's coming around the back of there.
Do you see? Look at all this. These are all the old sandbags. What we really need to do is to fill this gap. I mean, a part of me is just worried that no matter what we do, the water's going to find its way round. But we've got to do something, because without a pond here, we're not getting any beavers back. No.
When we did the sandbags before, we had the big slough here that could bring the sand close, and then you had that chain of filling up sandbags, didn't you?
We went to quite an effort before to get enough sand down here. What ended up happening was that the water found its way around the edge of the sandbags and has just got in. And I'm amazed, well, I'm not amazed, but I'm surprised that the sandbags haven't lasted at all. I mean, they've really, and that's only, what, 1 year, isn't it? A year ago that we did that?
12 months.
Yeah.
The gap is that big.
Yeah, it's not huge.
The thing is, you're going to want to stop it on this side, not that side, aren't you? That's what's harder. So you probably need to remove these and see where that is. Yeah, all right. Well, let's go have a look at the entry point and see what we can do there. But yeah, I think it's worth two things: giving this a go,
Oh, sorry.
and two, opening that up and seeing what happens when we get a lot more rain. Right, so we've looked at the problem of water coming out of the pond. Now we've got to look at how we get more water into the pond. And what you can see is that the stream runs up behind us, down the valley, and gets to this point here. And this is a V, or rather a Y. Some of the water goes that way. Some of the water goes through this channel into the pond. And obviously we've been blocking this in order to reduce the flow. But I think we now want to do the opposite, which is to actually start to take out some of these, Claire's just gone for it, take out some of these logs so that we can unblock this and get more water coming into here. And that way we can see how well it fills as it is, which will be interesting. Yeah. Right, now we're at the spade, and that's a log, isn't it?
There's one more log there.
That's a very rotten log.
It did well though, didn't it?
It's worked well.
It's
Look out!
Don't know who did the risk assessment here today.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I probably didn't pass the health and safety test. There, right. Here, let's get this one out.
can you smell the wild garlic?
There's a wonderful smell of wild garlic.
There is, isn't there?
There's another log in here.
I'll take it,
This
Luke.
one is really mucky and horrible.
Luke, I'll take it. I've got
It's
the gloves.
horrible, I'm ready. Yeah. Right. Yeah. A minute. Something like that
Well, I mean,
might help. It's all going to just help, isn't
but
it?
It is going to divert whatever water's coming
Yeah.
down here to there.
Right. Very good.
There we go. Look at that.
Well, I think that might be just about it for today.
It's to give us an idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it kicks it off, and then next week we come back and do a bit
Do
more.
a site visit.
And perhaps I'll remember some gloves. This is a big bag of sand. Look at the stuff. And the reason we've got sand is because this is all helping with the repair of our pond down in Holeacre, which we need to get back into good shape in order to get beavers back at Mapperton. So the sand has been delivered, and I think it's going to be put into sandbags to build up the bank. Now, apparently some of it is already in the car here. So my job is, oh, there we go, look. Sandbags, they're here. We're gonna drive down to Holeacre, take the sandbags and see if we can help out with fixing this pond. Sure. Now this is Coltley Track, which is one of the steepest parts on the estate, but it's all in pretty good shape. One of the worries we have here is we get so much rain that it washes the track away. So we have to create what are called grips in the road, which are little channels that we dig out so that the water comes off, and I'm pleased to say that they look in pretty good shape as well. So yeah, tracks is one of the things that requires a lot of ongoing maintenance, but this one seems in pretty good condition. Right, we're here at Holeacre, and I'm pleased to see there are other vehicles already, which means probably some sandbags have been brought. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of help with this because they're pretty heavy. And I can see Mark and Rob, and we've got Izzy up there. So let's grab a sandbag. Oh my goodness, that is not light, is it? Wow. Right, on we go, let's go find the team. So the plan is to get all the sandbags in from this side, because it's the sandbags that we're going to use to block up the hole in the bank on this side. The only thing is that it's like a jungle down there, so I don't think anybody's brought any machetes or anything to cut our way through, but maybe they're just going to press on and get through. In fact, they seem to be succeeding already. Lucky they're going first. Oh, these things are heavy. Right, I guess I need to be a little bit careful going down here. But it's definitely easier than the other side, though this bit looks quite challenging. Oh my goodness. I remember doing this last time. So somebody brings the sandbags down to here, puts them on the log, and then they get picked up. Right, we're coming. Izzy.
The joys of
He's
volunteering at Mapperton.
Izzy, what happened?
Right,
Do you want a hand? Here, come on. I'm coming to rescue you.
Mark and I have just...
You just left Izzy.
Yeah.
They're really,
Oh, she's gone.
that's not very gentlemanly, is it? Izzy, watch out for your boot. 'Cause you,
Wow. Chris is loving this. No.
I'll pull you out of the boot.
yeah, out of the. Right, I'll recover the boot. Keep your sock dry. Is your other boot all right?
Out of the boot.
Is your? I just don't want to fall in. Okay, no, it's all right. I'll if you well, hold on a second. Hold on. We can do this. We can do this. That boot. Ah. There we go. It's a nice boot. Where'd it come from? It's fully caked. Good news. At Mapperton, outside the estate office,
Okay.
is a boot.
It's
Is a
just
boot
there,
washer.
isn't it?
So you just.
Come on, get it.
Oh God! I'm going. This really
Well,
is
we'll just carry on.
dangerous work.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing is, I was so overly cautious the whole way here.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you're not getting anywhere. Just make some commitments. And then I did.
We've got water coming down the bottom here.
Yeah.
There's a decent flow. What's the plan?
The plan is to just open
we
that
have a
out
plan?
a little bit more
Yeah.
and then seal where you can visibly see the hole that's coming through.
Do we need to seal on both sides? Quite hard to get under there, isn't it, where it is?
Yeah.
So,
I think more a question of try to seal this hole here.
yeah. I mean, we have sealed that hole in the past.
Yeah.
That's my only worry. And it
Well-
hasn't. But you've done some work here, haven't you? So this is all greatly improved
Yeah.
since
We are.
last time. It's just
yeah.
that it's finding its way underneath,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
So it's just about maybe trying from that end. Yeah. Trying from that end and this end.
Yeah. So sandbags here, sandbags there.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
That's
get
it.
going. Now, at the moment, people are carrying sandbags one by one down there, and I don't think that's a very efficient way to do it. So, we've brought some wheelbarrows, we've got sandbags, fill up the wheelbarrow, take it down with the sandbags. What could possibly go wrong? Now, 1, 2. Now, very sensibly, because he is a very sensible man, Rob suggested that we shouldn't do more than 2 sandbags. But to me, if we're only doing 2, you might as well walk it, given the hassle. So I'm going to push the envelope and go for 3. Now, each of these sandbags, I reckon, 20 kilograms, 60 kilograms, 160 pounds in American money. Anyway, let's give it a go. Now, the question is, forwards or backwards? It's pretty heavy. This is pretty heavy going flat. So the question is, what happens? I reckon I can use it. It's got brakes, you see, which is a little bit like, I mean, when I say brakes, it's got feet. So that's like, they're acting like brakes as I go down. This is very cool. Very cool. You see, I can just control the speed at which the whole thing goes down the hill, and it actually works really well. So, oh dear, it's getting a bit steeper here, but look at this. Yeah, as long as I dig in with my brakes. Oh no! Oh, ah! Yep, all good. Just part of the learning curve. Right, let's get it through the undergrowth. And we've got 3. We are doing 3 at once, which is pretty good. Is you impressed? Well, I don't know what happens here. I can get through a bit. Look at that. Look at that. 3 in one go. Boom. Boom. Oh, well, that one didn't go, but it's still pretty good. One. Two. 3. Right. Bit faster. What do you think? No, I think I got it sussed. So, dig in on the brakes. Oh, it's sliding to the left. I gotta angle my barrow this way. No, just don't go. Ah! Ah! Okay, that is the dodgy bit. But it gets me down. And then I just gotta plough through the undergrowth. And here we go, another 3. Look at
There's
this.
a lot.
Fabulous. That flow has slowed down a lot.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a plan.
What's the new plan then, Rob?
No, it's the same plan, but we're
Yeah.
building this up with clay.
Yeah,
We're going to put some of the logs on top of that, and then sandbags, and then probably do the same on the other side.
right. Okay.
But as you can see, because we're digging out here, it's creating a pool already.
It's amazing how quickly it fills, isn't it?
Yeah,
Look at that. And that's clay, is it, you've got there?
yeah.
Yeah, so clay lining the dam is probably what the beavers would be doing anyway. Look at that. That's absolutely fabulous. It's completely stopped the flow. This is now going to be a bank that we can drive the mule across, perhaps. Anyway, it's brilliant work. Well, it's 2 weeks later and I'm back at Heiresses Wood, and I'm here to see whether all the hard work has resulted in the pool, the pond, filling up a bit, because that is the aim. But as I'm walking along, I'm noticing trees fallen down, all sorts of things have been happening in the meantime. This is quite a change because you can see the stream. First of all, there's a lot more water coming down the stream. We've had a really wet few days, and that is, even though it's not a river, it's still a lot of water. So that will be filling up whatever's going on through here. Let's go have a look. I'm making my way through the Mapperton jungle and having a look to see what is going on here, because there is definitely a change. And the change is that we now have a pool with water. Now, Chris, how deep do we think this is? Do either of us want to get in? Do you want to dare me to go across here?
Yeah, go on then.
I mean, this really won't be fun. Oh my God! That's not solid. At least we're not in Australia where you step on a log and it turns out to be a crocodile. So yeah, you know what? I mean, there's water. It's being held back. I can see that it's going over the top of the sandbags there, which of course is what you'd expect. But it means that the bank is working. And hopefully it is working sufficiently that when the beavers get here, they've got somewhere to jump around, hide out, and then very quickly they'll turn their attention to that and say, right, we want a bigger bank, so we get a bigger pond, and then it'll be over to them to do the rest of the work, because to be honest with you, we're pretty fed up of lugging sandbags here. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, this is looking like job done. Now it's over to the beavers.